Well, hello, Jamie. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you today, Linda?
Great. This is Linda Brown with the Asheboro Randolph Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited today to have one of our chamber board of directors, Jamie Owens with Truliant Credit Union, with us today. And Jamie has been seeing and hearing a lot of things in the community, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and some of the efforts that Truliant has had in the community, helping with what's going on. And I'm just going to hand it off to you, Jamie. Tell me what it's been like.
Sure. Thank you, Linda. So, in my banking career, I've seen a lot of ups and downs in the economy, and we've worked through them, always keep our members as the primary focus when we have these things. But this pandemic has changed things a bit. It's added a new layer to it. And we really have to be concerned with the safety of our employees now as well. And so when you are thinking about somebody that typically works face with her members, I'm able to go out into the community, I'm able to go to chamber events. It has been a pretty quick change and really changed the way that I do business, period, on a day-to-day basis, like many folks. The stay-at-home orders came out, and we moved from having members in the lobby to appointment only. So we have funneled those members through drive-through, and we've quickly adapted to that. And thank goodness that our members are very patient and have also adapted with us. Before we had peak times in our drive-through, but basically now we have a consistent flow from the time we open till the time we close. So
I've
again,
noticed that
very
driving
different.
through town, every single bank seems to have a line, and it makes me happy to see that there's still money moving around the community, and they're able to
Yeah,
handle that flow. Plus, it's probably great. You probably have people, staff fighting to work the drive-through so they can see some faces.
there's never a dull moment. Yes, yeah. But one of the ways that we were able to make that adaptation was with the help of the Asheboro Police Department. They've been with us the entire time. They have helped us to manage these longer lines. They've helped us to be good neighbors to Sheets because we do share a parking lot together.
Mm.
And so when things like this are happening, the folks at Truliant are thinking, we're big supporters of our community. What can we do? What can we do for our essential workers? What can we do for these people that are on the front lines? And not only that, but they are finding ways to take care of the employees as well. So they come up with an initiative called People Helping People. And what People Helping People does is recognize and it's just a tangible way to show the essential employees that we appreciate their efforts, and it also gives us a way to support local businesses. So we are going to use ABS, and they are going to cater meals on a Friday for the Asheboro Police Department for their help in our transition.
Oh, that's
So really
wonderful.
excited about that.
Now you're doing that not just in Asheboro, but across the Piedmont, aren't you?
We are. So that is the triad, that is the greater Charlotte area. And it doesn't stop this week. So last week we were able to send some meals to some Novant health sites. This week, the Asheboro and High Point police departments. And so we'll continue to do this through the pandemic.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. What else have you guys got going on?
So, when we start thinking about changes in the economy, there is a certain amount of fear and anxiety that we start to see from our members.
Mhm.
And so we wanted to make sure that we could quickly make some changes so that we were there to help them through this pandemic. We have had people who have lost income or they have reduced income, And Truliant said, we've got to find a way to help these folks through. And so one of the things that we have done is to create a loyalty loan, and that is for existing Truliant members who have regular deposits into their Truliant account. We're able to advance them up to 6 months, 6 weeks pay, or $5,000.
Oh,
And
wow.
those loans, yeah, they come with a very low APR. We've been able to extend our skip payments on various types of loans that we've not been able to do in the past. We are participating with the Small Business Administration and the PPP loans.
Mm-hmm.
So a few things there just from a help standpoint. Truliant also has a division, it's called Truliant at Work, where we go out and visit businesses. And so Truliant at Work has been really busy. They have been doing some videos, face-to-face conferences with individuals, talk about budgeting and how this is affecting life for the folks. So very nice efforts on the part of Truliant at Work. One of my favorite things that we are doing is a social media piece, and people have the opportunity to upload photos of what they're doing at home during the pandemic. And so they can upload this to Facebook and to Instagram. And my buddy Sam down in Ramsor submitted a picture, or his mom submitted a picture of him and his dog, and was able to win a $100 gift card.
Wow.
So we're giving away 5 of those each week. So that's been exciting. It's been great to see the pictures. It's been fun to see the positive in the pandemic.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Well, you guys have stayed really busy, so not just focusing on going out and getting new members, but looking at what you can do for the members you have, help the ones that really need it right now. And that's awesome that a lot of times they don't have another resource to go to, and being there to help is great. I know the Asheboro Police Department is going to love having a meal with AVS provided by AVS tomorrow. AVS is another great chamber member, and so we're happy that you folks are using them. That's wonderful. Have you talked to many of your members? Have you been talking to people? What's the biggest thing they seem to, what are they looking forward to getting back to or being able to do that they can't do now? Have you heard anything about that?
So there's a lot of folks that are wanting to get back into the restaurants in town. They're missing a lot of our local small businesses. There's a wide array really of answers to that, because I have a small business that decided to close for the month because they thought that that was the best way to protect them. And then I have another small business who actually expanded during the pandemic and went ahead with a grand opening. And when I spoke to her, she said it's like Christmas time.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. But, people really miss that personal connection. I feel like that is something that has been very strong, and that's one of the biggest changes we've seen. They may not have to come in. They may be able to do it on digital. They may be able to go through the drive-through, but they do like that personal touch.
That's what I'm noticing with the chamber as well. We're a very activity and event heavy organization, and we give our members lots of opportunities to make connections, and because it's not who you know, it's who knows you. And so obviously these business after hours and some of the other things we do make it a great opportunity. And as I've been talking with people, what I'm hearing a lot of is, so what are you hearing out in the community? What's going on? What are people up to? What's happening? And it just seems like you said there's this real desire for and yearning for socialization again. So I think that's
Right.
kind of what I'm hearing as well. People are excited to get back to that.
Exactly.
So what one thing are you looking forward to?
So I have had to cook a lot more than usual, and I really think the restaurant that's opening back up is going to be great. Of course, I try to multiple times a week to support some of our local businesses, but there's nothing like sitting down and having a good hot meal at one of our local restaurants.
Yeah, and having somebody take the order for you and bring it and cook it for you,
All right.
that sounds pretty good to me too. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to share with us today, Jamie? It sounds like you guys are really, I've had several emails from Truliant folks, and it just seems like you've got an awful lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, we're adapting to a new normal at this point. We don't know exactly when we'll be able to open. So as always, we just want our members to know that we're there for them and that nothing has changed. We're always going to be here to serve them, even if we have to change the way we do that just a bit.
Well, one thing I'll ask you to pass along to your members that have businesses, the chamber website, if you go to chamber.ashboro.com, there's a spot on there where you can click and get a free back to business toolkit. And it even has some posters in it you can print up to put on your counter or on your front door. But it gives businesses some things to think about when they're looking at reopening and kind of navigating into the new normal. So I would encourage you to direct
Sure,
people toward that.
sure, absolutely.
Well, I'm also looking forward to finally being able to have a board of directors meeting. We haven't had one since February. February was our last one, and
February.
we're
Yeah.
hoping to be able to have one in June. And our board meets every other month. And Jamie is one of our new members this year, so February was your first meeting.
February was my first meeting. I've been looking forward to what the board does this year. I do appreciate how they are continuing to keep us informed, I guess, inform each other about what's going on in the community, especially with videos like the series that you're doing right now.
This the
So it's an
boss time, which this is part of.
yes,
Well, I'm really happy you could take the time to talk to me today because I know you do have an awful lot on your plate. And we appreciate Truliant and what you've done. You've grown in the community in the last few years. And we've celebrated with you as you open the new branch. And it's great to see you giving back to the community the way that you have. And again, them allowing you the time to participate on our board is very much appreciated also. So please pass that along to the folks at headquarters. And we're lucky to have you, Jamie, here in our community, and we really appreciate all that you do.
thank you. Glad to be part of the chamber.
Well, we'll see you all the next time, and in the meantime, stay safe, and we'll be talking to you soon.